What's up, my chicken and rice family? I am your boy, the handsome Sean, brother Sean, and
Oh, okay.
is my
Brother Sean got his new shirt on. Brother Sean got his new shirt on, so he acting brand new. Brother Sean done gone shopping.
Why go there? You didn't have to. You had
Brother Sean. They see your new shirt. They say, okay, I see Brother Sean with the new threads.
I mean, but your boy is handsome though. I'm saying in any shirt that I wear.
Okay, you know, well, you go on and tell the people. Go on and tell them about it. I think you might have just said something.
I think I did just say something, and I'm about to say something because across from me is my talented, beautiful cousin, Miss Sujuane. Just beauty, just dripping everywhere. Look at her with the big hula hoop earring.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
The bigger the hoop, the closer to God.
There you go. You know what I'm saying? Got you all faded up on the side there, looking fresh.
That is courtesy of Brandon Smith. That's courtesy of the hub.
Got you. Got
so what we talking about today, cuz?
We gonna do a twofer tonight, guys. You know, last week we did not air last week. You know, we had Thanksgiving holiday. This Thanksgiving was a little odd for both of us with the losses that we've experienced in our family and just some personal things going on. So it was a little different, but we made it through. Me and Sujuane did get the opportunity to see each other and enjoy each other's company. Although it wasn't a very long time, but we made the most of the time that we had. But we are back with some content. And like I said, I got a twofer for you today, because last month we had two big cases that just wrapped up here. The one with Kyle Rittenhouse in the incident up in Kenosha, and we know that the trial ended with a not guilty on 7 accounts, I believe it was. And we had the case with Ahmaud Arbery, the young black man that was chased and killed by 3 white men. And, you know, and then those men have been given guilty verdicts here. So we're going to start with the Kyle Rittenhouse here, and we'll end things with our brother Ahmaud here. There's just some things with the Kyle Rittenhouse. Sujuane, what stuck out with you? Were you surprised that he was not guilty on all counts? That kind of surprise would be not guilty on all counts.
No, not really. You know, I don't. Unfortunately, being a black person in this country, the judicial system never ceases to amaze me. You know, so nothing really shocks me anymore. You know, so but I am curious to hear what your thoughts are about the not guilty verdict in that, because I don't know. I have a weird view. So I want to hear what you have to say first, and then I'll respond.
Well, to just give just a little bit of context, apparently what had happened, from what I was trying to read up on this, read up on the trial notes, apparently he had gone up to Kenosha to assist the National Guard and police, you know, as if they need, you know what I'm saying?
They needed his help, I guess.
What does an untrained in any kind
underage
untrained in any kind of
wannabe cop
law enforcement, how are they going to help the National Guard?
He felt he had something to offer, I guess.
Military, an untrained in any kind of, you know what I'm saying, PT or stuff like that, and he finna help the military?
In his disturbed mind, yes.
But it wasn't just him. There were several of that persuasion that were basically saying the same thing. And apparently, from the notes, what was captured on cell phone was all that was captured was him being attacked, and he ended up shooting one suspect, killed them, and I guess as people tried to run to make sure that he did not escape, he fired off some more shots, killing one more person, and then injuring another one. So at the end of the day, it was, the jury bought self-defense in that particular situation. And I honestly have been kind of struggling with that with that self-defense statement. I just don't, and I guess the reason why I struggle with it is because had Kyle Rittenhouse been a Black man running away from a crowd,
a Black boy,
or a Black boy,
because he's underage. He's what, 17, isn't he?
Yeah, shooting. I believe he's 18. In fact,
he's 18 now.
Actually, I think he turned 19 this year. All of this happened when he was 18, I believe.
Oh, I thought he was 17 when all this happened. That's what I thought it was.
We need to, you know what? Yeah. You might be right.
Yeah, I think he was 17. I want to say he was 17.
You know what? No. He just turned 18. Okay. He just turned 18.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, but he was 17.
My thoughts on that was, I just don't know if, they went for the full Monty. I believe the prosecution did. It doesn't seem like the prosecution did a very good job with this case. But legally, I just don't know. I mean, video does show that he was being chased by a group of people. Mm-hmm. I mean, mm-hmm. If you're being chased by a group of people and you yourself is armed, I mean, you my cousin, you know what I'm saying? If you being chased by a group of people, I want you to feel comfortable in defending yourself, and that you're doing the right thing. But at the end of the day, once you turn yourself in, do you believe that we would get the same benefit as Mr. Rittenhouse?
Oh, hell no.
So
yeah, I guess that's me.
That's what I'm struggling with.
I don't know. I guess I try to take race out of it, even though it's hard, because we do know that we go before a different type of judicial system. It's not the same judicial system when it comes to Black people. But I don't know, like taking race out of it. And I get it. I know that he was provoking some of the protesters there. I think he pointed his gun at somebody, I guess, in a threatening manner, and then they got upset. And so my thing is too, and I guess, like I said, I'm trying to keep race out of it, but there's being tough, and then there's being stupid. For me, if somebody points a gun at me, the last thing that I'm going to do is go run up to them when I myself am unarmed. So that right there didn't make any sense to me. And so then after I would have seen somebody else get shot by this fool, I damn sure wouldn't have gone up and tried to run up again. So he's already proven that he's not he's not afraid to fire off a round and kill somebody. He's already shown you that.
Automatic weapon.
Right. That. He's already shown you that he's a fool, So I don't engage with fools, and so I don't understand why everybody would run up on somebody with, like you said, an automatic weapon. That's what I don't understand. And so I think at the point that they ran up on him with an automatic weapon, then they basically handed his defense to him.
Yeah.
And so I guess I don't understand. For me, I guess I have a weird opinion of it, because I don't understand why everybody is so upset about it and enraged about it, because I mean, in the same situation, if you run up on me and I got a weapon of any kind, I'm going to pull the trigger, period. And as far as him pointing the gun at the person to provoke him, that's a 17-year-old decision. Kid, he's 17. That's why, we have age limits and all this stuff, because that you're stupid. You know what I'm saying? I mean, there's no other way to put it. When you under 18 and hell, even under 21, you're dumb as hell. We were like that growing up. We were stupid as hell when we were under 18. We did all kinds of dumb shit all the time. So that's a 17-year-old decision. So I'm like, so if that's going to be, what's upset, the person that you should be upset with is his mom. Then his mom is the one that dropped him off down there or whatever. She's the one that you should be, upset with, because she's the one that's
her son in the middle of a protest.
Armed.
To help the National Guard.
So like I said, she ain't got all her marbles either, so she probably could get a check. You understand? So, because there's no way in hell I would drop my child of any age. Hell, even if I was an adult, I wouldn't drop my 21-year-old child in the middle of a dang protest armed. That I just wouldn't do that. Because as a mother, you're supposed to want to protect your child. So I wonder, like, what's wrong with you to put your child in the middle of danger? So I think somebody needs to be questioning her too, and her parenting skills. It's sad and it's scary that people like that are allowed to operate a vehicle, because I just don't think she's very bright. And I would be ashamed. I would be really scared to be on the road with her, knowing that she's out there driving too.
Yeah, it was a 17-year-old helping, volunteering to help the National Guard, because and it was reported there that he was helping the protesters. Now, to me, that's two contradicting stories. Yeah, helping the protesters, but you're there to help the National Guard?
You're helping the protesters how? By shooting them? By picking them off one by one? That's helping?
I don't.
I can't with these fools. I can't.
To quote a cousin of mine, confusion.
I'm confusion. I'm confusion. But the thing is that this is the thing. You get justice. Because I remember with George Zimmerman, and everybody was upset because he got off, and clearly he should have been put in jail, without a doubt. But the thing was that he really didn't get off, because what George Zimmerman now gets to experience is what it feels like to be the very person that he killed. So you get to see what it feels like to be a Black man in this country, because now you get to see what Black men go through with every time you walk in a room, people are backing up from you or feel like they have to be on guard or reach for their weapons when you walk by. You get to feel you get to see what it feels like to be a Black man in this country. Because now every time somebody sees you, they're like, ugh, And that's what Black men, that's what y'all go through, in this country. So I think the same thing with this 17-year-old or 18, however old this fool is. You might have escaped that. You might have, escaped that verdict, or you got not guilty. but you have to live with the rest of your life knowing that you took the lives of two people. And not only do you have to live with that, you also have to live with the karma that comes from that. Right. So, you know, you got away with that judge, but you didn't get away with the bigger judge. So you got to deal with that. You know.
One more quick point of order, and then we need to quickly move on to Ahmaud Arbery's case. The men that Rittenhouse did murder and injure were white men. Were you kind of surprised that there wasn't? I didn't see a lot of outrage from the white community on that. You know,
honestly, we have enough fight going on. I'm sorry to say it, but my reaction was it's not my fight. We have enough going on with cops killing us and all of that and injustice and all this other stuff that I don't have any energy to give towards who was outraged about that. I know that probably sounds bad, but you know.
Fair enough. I just thought that was kind of surprising. Let's move along because time is getting away from us. We actually spent a little longer on that one than I wanted to. Let's get to Brother Ahmaud in his case. You know, three men chased down, attacked,
and murdered. Basically murdered him, and then they were found. Murdered. Yeah, they were found guilty. I'm glad for the guilty verdict, but I'm like, well, we'll see what kind of justice we get when it comes to sentencing.
Well, let me ask you this, right? So, do you believe that justice was served, or do you believe that this is simply an aberration? Because kind of like with the murder of George Floyd, this case was just so egregious and so racist that, you know, that was justice actually served, or is this an aberration?
I think it was served. I mean, if they have been proven to be guilty, I feel like justice was served. I mean, however they decided to arrive at the guilty verdicts, I feel like it was served. But I think true justice, we won't understand what that is until we see what the sentence is. You know, because if they only are going to be in there for 2 years, you know, from murdering this man in cold blood, justice wasn't served. You know, I'm glad for a guilty verdict, but you know, I need to see what else happens, how it plays out with the sentencing.
I would hope that I hope that the thinking behind the jury is, you know, we don't want any more, you know, looting or protest. I mean, hope that that's going on in the back of somebody's mind and saying, look, let's do the right thing, man, because this country does not need no more. I mean, we just found, I mean, it just hit the airways today that there's, you know, that the new COVID strain has diagnosed in California. I believe there's 2 patients with the new strain. So it is in the U.S., but it's been in the U.S.
It's been here, and there's more people than that I'm sure have had. I'm like, if y'all detecting it other places, y'all detecting it here. So I'm like, y'all, come on. You can't piss on my leg and tell me it's raining. I mean, come on.
So it's here. Then one of the other things that came out is one of the attorneys for the gentlemen that were indicted had made a comment about all of the Black clergymen that had.
You talking about the attorney for the thug you meant. The thug. Not a gentleman, the thug. Yeah.
The thug. No, they was thugs.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the accused, they have I believe the attorney's name was Kevin Go, who's wanted the judge to put out an instruction to stop inviting, do not let another African American pastor there.
I didn't understand the point of that.
Well, unfortunately, I think we do understand the point of that, which to me, you know, in a situation like that where emotions are running high, I think you would want all the pastors there or preachers there that you could fit inside a courtroom.
Yeah.
But that just goes to show how, you know, how they were afraid about how, you know, the numbers and, you know, in the Black religious community and how that effect would have on the jury. So they were, you know, saying
I think they were grasping at straws. I really do. I feel like they were grasping at straws. I mean, because how do you defend that? How?
Right.
Like literally, how do you defend that? I don't know how even the best attorney, I don't know how you would defend that. It was blatant racism. And there's no other way to explain that than blatant racism. And if you didn't see that, you a fool. And you were part of the problem if you didn't see that was racism. So it was just ridiculous. It was the way that when the other one, I don't even know what their names are. I don't really care. I hope somebody is tearing through them without any KY jelly right now in prison. That's what I'm hoping for. I know that's really mean, but I don't care. I think the son, when they were questioning him and he gave that ridiculous testimony, I'm like, you really are, dumb. Like you really are dumb. Yeah. They allow you to work a stove. That's scary. You cook. You play with matches. They allow you to use matches. Yeah. So this man was a threat to you. So you have pulled a gun on him. He's unarmed. He's running away from you. Then at some point he some kind of way was threatening to you, even though and then he runs to try to get into the truck of the person that has a gun.
Because this goes back to, you know, this early thing in the 90s, you know, and, you know, when all of this, you know, violence towards Black men, and you heard stories about all this all the time. The Black man is running, but they're being shot and killed in the back. And the other side is claiming self-defense. How are you defending yourself if somebody's back is turned to you?
Yeah.
I mean, are we talking about horses? Are we talking about donkeys? Do they got a mean back kick? I mean, what are we talking about? I mean, are you expecting some kind of Bruce Lee or Jet Li move? I mean, what are we talking about? They got your back is turned to them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. And they're moving away from you.
I don't understand how they're a threat to you at that point.
So where does the self-defense? You know what I'm saying?
Where's the threat? What is the threat? How do you feel threatened at that point? What I mean, I'm not threatened by somebody running away from me.
Right. That's what I want them to do.
That's relief. Yeah, exactly. I'm relieved.
Go away.
Yeah, exactly.
Run.
Matter of fact, I got off the subway yesterday, and I saw this. There was a rat had made its way onto the platform, and he was running, you know, the other way, and so he ran the other direction because he got on the platform right as the subway stopped. So everybody was getting off the train, including myself, and so he didn't know what way to run because everybody was walking. And so then, you know, after he ran back the other way, and I was like, I felt relief. And then he started running, you know, in my direction, and he zoomed past me. But as I was watching the back of this disgusting little rodent take off, like I said, I felt relief. I was
Yes.
glad that he wasn't running, because if he was running towards me, then at that point, I would have had some decisions to make.
Right.
But because he was running that away, I was relieved. Mm-hmm. I was like, yes, keep going.
Yeah.
You're not threatening to me. Mm-hmm. If I can see your little furry bottom, that means you're going that way, not this way. I don't want to see your little beady eyes.
Right.
But don't
face me.
Mm-mm.
Completely turn around and walk away. Walk away.
But that was, I held my own though with that rat situation, because the inside I was screaming, but I was a thug. I was a thug with it. I was a thug. Yeah, I was a thug. I ain't budged. I was like, but man, I wanted to jump. I had nothing to jump on, man. But if there would have been a bench right there, I promise I would have jumped on that bench. I was like, them rats look like grown men running around here in these subways.
Man, I can only imagine. So at the beginning of this conversation, you said that you thought that, justice was served. So what happens when we have, other or similar cases like this? Do you believe that justice is still going to be served, even though the facts are not as clear cut as this one? Do you really believe that we're going to start getting the benefit of the doubt? Because I
don't know. I don't know. I just think it's a coin toss at this point. I think it just depends on which case gets the media attention. Most likely results in a guilty verdict.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. But it should not be that way.
Absolutely not.
Because justice is supposed to be blind, right?
That's what they say.
It looks like somebody sometimes it looks like somebody is taking the veil off of justice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But like you said, this one, it was so egregious. And I just think that this one just kind of touched everybody's heart, because regardless of the culture or race, I think this particular case touched everybody's heart, because it made people see front and center that things are actually still this way.
Yep.
And we keep talking about how far we come. We hear on the news, we hear from media, oh, look how far we've come. And we go to churches and we hear about how far we've come, only to find out that, have we really come that far? Mm-hmm. Is there, is this, do we have, places where there's just small little pockets of this kind of over, racism, Are these one-off? Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Or is there something bigger brewing? Is there something, that's been sliding in that we've been missing for years?
Yeah.
That answer there is scary to comprehend. And it actually puts all of us in danger. To be with you. It puts all of us in danger. So we are actually right on schedule here. We did good today, cuz we did really good.
We did. Yeah.
You got any final things to say?
No, not really. Just everybody stay safe out there. Yeah. Just stay safe, from, watch your surroundings and all that stuff, because you never know what fool you're going to encounter at any given moment. And then also keep yourself safe out there from this dang virus, man. I can't stress enough for folks to get vaccinated and get your booster shots. I know we have a lot of anti-vaxxers and all that stuff, but, I'm usually with them on the, it's a choice thing, but this is not like the flu or any other situation. This is a lot different. This COVID stuff is. So, but yeah, that's pretty much all I got is just, just stay safe, fam. Just stay safe.
Well, and we can't stress this enough, okay? If we understand, if you have questions about what is in vaccines, what is vaccines, and things of that nature, we would urge you to, look on credible medical sites.
But I'm trying not to go on a tangent. But when they say, man, when they ask what's in it, so even if they told you, you're not gonna know what you read. So it's like, what's the point? Even if they gave you like, they want the proof, I want you to give me the documentation. So even if they give it to you, you have no idea what they're talking about because you're not a scientist or a doctor.
Do not go with your answers from Facebook, please. Instagram, TikTok. Okay, these are not credible sources. Okay, these are not credible sources. Okay, go to credible places. Okay, cousin Pookie is not a credible source. Okay, unless he Dr. Pookie. Okay,
and he's not.
And more likely than not, that is not the case. So before we wrap up, guys, we appreciate y'all tuning in, and we just want to let y'all know, man, if y'all don't catch any episode this season, y'all need to be ready for next week's episode, because we got something special for y'all. Okay, next week is gonna be lit. Okay, so if y'all don't catch any of the episode of Chicken and Rice, y'all need to catch next week. Okay, I'm already ready for it. All right, so it's just gonna be, man. I can't tell y'all any more than that, fam. I cannot tell y'all any more than that. All I will tell y'all to know is that we will have a guest that's going to be joining us here on the stage. We're going to have the second guest of the show. And all I can tell you is that this person is amazing. All right. So I am excited. Miss Sujuane is excited. Please come back next week. Enjoy yourselves. Y'all, we on social media. We tell you what our social media platforms are every week. Y'all know them by now. Okay? So show your love. This is dropping on Thursday, 9 a.m. Hit that like button, y'all. I'm telling y'all, hit that like button so y'all can find the video faster. Okay? Hit that like button. All right? Drop us some love. Let us know how we doing. All right? So we love you guys. From my sister Sujuane, I'm Brother Sean. This has been Chicken and Rice, and we out.
Peace.
Peace.